let's get started. Hey y'all, hope this is a good area. Hey y'all, it's Khia, your favorite content creator. I'm sorry y'all, like y'all know this is my second video back, so I'm trying to get what's gonna be my slogan. I don't have an intro yet. I'm just winging it right now, but I'm back with another YouTube video for you guys. Today is going to be how I quit my job and started my entrepreneur journey. Hold on, let me make sure that's the right title that I want to use. Hold on, y'all. My nightlife business. Oh, why am I fucking up so bad? Y'all, I'm clearly nervous. How I quit my nightlife job to run my business at 23. That's the title. We're just gonna go ahead and get into it, y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social medias in the description down below. And let's get started. So let's go ahead and stylus this phone, baby. We don't need no distractions for this. And I wrote me down some notes because like I told y'all, I'm just getting back on my YouTube channel. So yeah. Anyways, y'all, so first we're going to get into it. So if you guys don't know, I was working at a nightclub here where I'm located at in my city. I was working at a nightlife job and I was a bottle girl. If you guys know, y'all know every girl's dream is to fulfill being a bottle girl. Well, I'm not gonna say every girl's dream, but I know that was one of my many things I wanted to do, like a job I wanted to fulfill. I wanted to be a bottle girl. So I went ahead and did it. I was actually a bottle girl at about 3 different places, but I actually lasted at this one for quite a long time. So I was working at, I'm almost saying the name, my bad, but I was working at this nightclub. I was working here for I think a year. I was working at this nightclub for a year and some change. Like I said, I was a bottle girl. So if you don't know what a bottle girl do, is pretty much people book sections either through us or through the club, and we pretty much run the section. So like I make sure they get their food, their drinks, and excuse me, the main part of my job is bottle service. So like when they get bottles, they'll come out. I mean, I'll come out with the lights and everything in the sign with me and all the rest of the bottle girls. So that was my job. So I was doing that for about a year. I had started that job because honestly, I was in the process of looking for a job. I was in my apartment. I was job hunting. I had just got fired from Amazon at that time. So it was just like, I really didn't have a job, and I seen they were doing, they were doing hiring events. And you know, when you a bad B, you could just come in, show up and show out. So as soon as I got there, everybody loved me, loved the energy, loved the vibes. So I immediately got the job. That was no issue. So I started that job. When I first started that job, it was really nice. Like the money was great. And the staff were great. One thing I always said that I loved about having that job is it felt like family there. And when I say family, I mean family. Like they got on my last nerves. We argued, we fought, not literally, but just like family, like brothers and sisters, uncles, whoever, cousins. Like it literally was like a family there. And that's one thing I will always appreciate about that job. When I say they made sure we were safe, they made sure it wasn't no issues. If we said it was a problem with a customer, the customer was gone. They looked out for us. Like I said, it was a pretty good job. Like I don't have no ill will. I didn't quit on no bad blood. Like it just wasn't anything that I could say, like, don't get me wrong, it wasn't the perfect job. And like I said, I had my issues, but as far as the company as a whole and just me being there and my comfortability, I had a great time. Like I would not regret that experience. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Like I appreciate that job and that milestone and that season of my life. Pretty much my schedule working there, when I first started out, I was a burnout queen. Like I had a goal, I had a vision in mind when I first started that job. So when I first started that job, I was working Wednesday through Sunday from 6 to 2 every day. Well, Sundays they close at 12. Wednesdays they close at 12. So, but pretty much every day I was working 6 to 2. If not, sometimes early if it was another event. And then when they opened on Mondays, I was working on Mondays. I started picking up Tuesdays. Like I said, I had a goal, I had a vision, I had a mind. I was buying myself a new car, and I just had like a savings goal in mind in which I hit all of those milestones. So, woo woo, yay B. So, yeah, so that part about the job was really great. What else do I want to add? Okay, so yeah, so that was like my schedule. I was working Wednesday through Sunday. Like I said, I was a burnout queen. Like I was just like, I got to get this money. I was also working at the hair store at that time. So yeah, I've always been a hustler. Like I was getting to it. So towards like the end, before I quit, I started kind of doing less hours. I started doing about sometimes Wednesdays, happy hour on Thursdays. Thursday happy hour was like 6 to 10. I was working Friday happy hour. I was working Saturday. And sometimes Sunday. So moral of the story, I was working about 2 to 3 days. Like I really kind of start like slowing down my hours. And I feel like we were adding a lot of people, so the money kind of got slow too, but that's neither here nor there. Because like I said, it wasn't like a malicious reason why I quit. So just kind of like, but anyways, so to get into like my business. So if you don't know what I do, I'm an independent living home business owner. Me and my mom have this business together. And what an independent living home business owner is we house veterans, seniors, women and men coming out of incarceration. So that's like your reentry group, our mental health, people that are facing chronic homelessness, our low income population. We're second chance housing. And what people do is they call our company, or either the people or organization, a family member, or the person themselves, they call us and they rent rooms from us. So we have our homes and they rent rooms from us. I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself. And inside of our homes, which I'll probably show you guys on another one of my vlogs, we run pretty much a structured program in our home. So it's like no drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. They do have curfew, they have rules. We do room inspections. They have to keep the homes clean. They have to be respectful. And just overall, in order to obtain occupancy living in our homes. So right now, we have 2 homes and we're getting ready to get our 3rd one. We're just trying to figure out which one we want to pick. And again, like I said, I'm probably going to show you guys that journey. So our business is really expanding. We're going to be a year in October, but we are just hitting 6 months as far as having our homes. So we've only had our homes for 6 months. So we're doing extremely well to be just jumping off the gate. And I have started getting into digital products, and I sell my digital products, which is like my ebooks, my consultation calls. I do webinars. I do mentorship. I just do quite a lot. And I'm on a social media side because if you guys have already been following my YouTube channel, y'all know I'm very fond with the camera, and I love being in front of the camera. So I definitely embarked on the social media side. So make sure y'all follow my social medias. I'm like real big on the camera, but like I'm still a shy girl at heart. But yes, so that was just like our business in a nutshell. So just a little bit about just everything. So like as I was working my job, like I was just kind of like, okay, so what I did was in the beginning of this year, I had a Puerto Rico trip planned with some friends, and I don't know why I felt the need to pray before this trip and fast, and nothing against the trip, but just in general, like I just kept, y'all ever get into a feeling where y'all just feel like y'all body is so eager for more? That's how I felt. Like I wanted more so bad, which I still do, but I wanted more so bad. Like I felt like I was outgrowing my nightlife job. I was outgrowing friends, and I just felt like I wasn't being me. And it's like, I've always felt like it was time for me to get back on my YouTube channel. I've always felt like I was missing that part of me that I once had, that I feel like, and I may get into it on, why I really quit my YouTube channel, but that's still kind of like emotional for me. So I may or may not get into that one day, but yeah, it was just kind of like a lot at that time in life. So it's just kind of like I felt like I let that opportunity be stolen from me, because y'all know I was doing collabs, I had brand deals, I had hair deals. Like I was really like, I wasn't one of the biggest YouTubers, but I was holding my trophy. I was holding my spot for a long time, and I feel like I really let depression stick in. Like if I can ever say I was depressed around in my life, I would say it was definitely around that time, quitting my YouTube channel. But yeah, so that's a whole nother thing for I be getting emotional. But yeah, that was something that like really hurt me and broke my heart. But especially because it was just like letting people make me feel away, and nothing that y'all did or YouTube did. It was just like personally. But anyways, so I said all that to say I had a Puerto Rico trip planned for the beginning of this year, and I just felt the need to like pray. Like I really just wanted more. I just felt like part of me was missing, and I just felt like I just really wanted to like do something, like just like really, and then my mom, she already started in October, working on the business, like just kind of like building the foundation of it, start just like, making calls, connecting with other providers in the community. And it's like I was there, but I kind of was not there. And it was just like I wanted to be there more, and I wanted to like, but it's just like when you not ready, and I don't want to use the word devil, but it's like when you kind of like letting that worldly stuff get to you, and just kind of just like being worldly, and just kind of like, I was young, let's put it like that. Like I was young, and which I'm still young, but I was young, and like just really like I don't know, just kind of like just being all over the place. And it's one thing to be young. I'm not saying don't do what you want to do. Like if you want to hang out, you want to club, you want to drink, but it's in moderations. At the end of the day, you have to handle your business and figure out, you know, what your walk is in life and what's your purpose. Like at the end of the day, you should never forsake God and be too far away from God. So that was like really what I was feeling. So I decided to fast right before the trip. I had fasted for 56 hours and I did nothing but water. Literally, I didn't eat anything. I ate nothing but water, drunk nothing but water. So then I in turn went on the Puerto Rico trip. The Puerto Rico trip went cool. Like it was nothing going wrong on the trip. And then when I came back, like the minute I came back, God got me straight to work. Like when I say as soon as I came back, my mom had called me because she wanted me to help her decorate one of her friends' homes that have like an independent living home business in Jacksonville. Well, y'all can know I'm from Jacksonville. In Jacksonville as well. So we had went over there. I'm talking about the minute I pulled back up from Puerto Rico, I was already getting straight to work. So that was like a great feeling for me because I felt like God had really answered me right there in that moment. Like I was just like, hold on, wait. The fact that the minute I came back, I already was like getting to work. Like I already knew like I didn't fast for no reason. Like God had really answered my prayer. So it's like one thing about God though, he'll give you bits and pieces until you prove that you're going to actually put the work behind it. At the end of the day, you have to plant the seed and God will make the tree as big as he needs it to be. So I felt like I was in one of those moments. So it's like that happened in January. And then once like February came, that's when I was still working and doing the business. We were getting closer to, you know, getting our first property. And then March we had got our first property, and then I ended up going to Houston for my birthday. But that was right when I dropped my first digital product, which was my ebook. So I dropped my ebook and I was getting sales while on the trip. And it's like I'm on a trip, but I kind of was just like still feeling that so much excitement. And it's like one thing I loved about my Houston trip as well. I felt like I was jumping into that era of the woman that I was meant to be in, the transition that I was going in. Because it's like me and the friend, we're not friends anymore, but the girl that I went on a trip with, we just both agreed that we were going to have like a relaxing trip. So it's like on that trip, like we ended up linking with some friends. Like we did go to like a club one night on my actual birthday. And then what did we do? Oh, and then after that, like the next days, we pretty much was like chilling. What we did, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting stuff. I think we went out to eat and stuff, like, you know, like cute restaurants. We did a spa day, y'all. That spa day, y'all have to go. I don't know what it's called, but it's a Houston spa, and it's a nude spa, y'all. So I feel like that was a great experience for us. And so we went there. It was really, really nice, y'all. And it was a nude spa. They had great food. It was nice. So we did that. And then our flights kept getting delayed. So we were there for like 2, 3, maybe even 4 extra days. And we still was just chilling, you know, relaxing in the hotel, going out to eat, getting dressed, still taking pictures. Like it was just such a great trip. Like we didn't spend it all just like turning up and not even being able to remember it. So I feel like that was like also a good step. And then I was just excited, like seeing the orders and everything from my digital products. So that was really exciting. So I just felt like after that moment, it's like I came back, you know, to home, and it's like I still was like doing the business. I was working. Now at this point, I'm going from working all day, starting at 8 a.m. till about 5 p.m. And then I'm going straight to working my night job at 6 to 2 in the morning. Then I'm getting up and I'm doing the same exact thing. And it was just like, at some point I was starting to get a little burnt out, because it was like, okay, I'm 2 places at once. And then I was being 2 different people as well. I felt like that was another reason what pushed me to quit my night job, because it's like, I'm going from at night, I'm in fishnets, thong bodysuits, caked up makeup. Well, makeup was never caked up. It was always tea. But anyways, like that. And then it's just like I'm going from wearing my business in my house and stuff, and it was just like I was kind of battling what should I post on social media, because it's like my job kept saying, oh, post the flyers, do this, do that, and then it was just like, but I gotta post my business stuff, and then it's like I got people following me. So I just kind of was like in like feel like I was going like this, like I have to post this because they were like threatening to fire us and stuff. And then it was just like, well, I don't want to say threatening to fire us, but like, you know, trying to like get us to post. Like, I don't know if they really were going to fire us, but you know, and then it was just like my house and stuff. I have to post that because now at this point I'm posting digital products, and it's like people are following me. Like I'm gaining over 5, 6, 7, 8,000, if not more followers from posting my house and stuff. So it's like, I'm not going to take that for granted. And it's like being on social media is always something I wanted to do. So it's like, I just was kind of just so conflicted on what to do. So I literally just was continuing to work, continue to kind of like fly under the radar with like not posting the flyers, and just kind of like doing a lot, just really trying to like I said, be 2 places at once. So it was just like, I was just still praying to God and just like, God, what do I do? And I feel like sometimes we miss the point. God be like doing stuff for us, putting us right where we need to be and like really doing what we need to do. And I feel like sometimes we still be like this, blind to the signs like this, like just not looking at the signs that he's literally putting right in our face. And I feel like we be wanting the sign to be bigger than he's going to give it to us. Like if life was that easy, where if you needed a sign and he put it right here like this in your face and you just bow down to it, then like everything would just be handed to us. Like, no, he needs to put the signs somewhere where you have to go out, you have to seek it, period. That's the wording I'm looking to say. You have to seek the sign. And so you have to work for the sign, because he'll put it in your face. He'll have it all the way out here where you got to go. You got to work. He got to see that you're doing it. And I still feel like I'm at about right here with it. Like I feel like he gave me just enough to know that there is more coming, but you have to continue to put the work in. So it's like right now, every single day I'm trying to figure out what can I do different, what do I need to do, getting up every day, applying pressure, and just making something of myself. Because at the end of the day, I'm still not exactly where I want to be, but I feel like he has brought me far enough that I can start back, getting on camera and doing different things and talking about my business. And he's definitely have pushed me to a great point. So the whole point of this video is I just really wanted to kind of like let y'all know that like if y'all are battling things y'all want to do in life, if y'all have a business y'all want to pursue, go after it. Like really take off, because at the end of the day, the only thing stopping you is you. Fear is not a thing, it's a feeling. If you let your mind think, oh, I'm scared to do something, or I don't want to do something, or just whatever the case may be, then that's literally what's going to happen. You're not going to do it because you let your mind convince you that you're scared to do it. And a little bit about how life felt in that season though. I just felt like I was drinking, I was partying. I just always was somebody there and somebody when I was gone. Like when I was home. So it's like when I would be there, I would be like drinking, I'll be partying, I'll be turning up. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying anything is wrong with that, but it's just like I felt like I needed to tap in more to who I needed to be. Because I'm not gonna sit here and say, well, I personally don't club at all. I will club, I just don't club, if that makes sense. Same thing with drinking. I don't drink, but I will drink. Like if I go out like a girls' night or something, or I go on a date with one of my boos or something like that, like I'll drink, but have me a cute little cocktail. But I'm not getting to the point where I'm like sloppy drunk and then stuff like that. Or it's like same thing with clubbing. Like I'll keep it cute if I club, but I haven't clubbed. Shoot, I can't tell you the last time I clubbed. Even when I was working there, like I just worked there, but yeah. So just in that season, I just felt like my mind, my body, and my heart just wanted to be so much more. And it really just needed me to lock in, because it's just like once I stopped that job and quit, I started back working out. I started back taking care of myself. And don't get me wrong, I never was not taking care of myself, but y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Like you just put more into it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I always was taking care of myself. I always, like, that's not what I'm saying, but I'm just saying, like, caring about myself more and, just creating that soft life for myself. God allowed me to never lack. He allowed income to keep flowing. He allowed me to make thousands off selling digital products. He just allowed me to do so much. He allowed me to meet great people and just, like, a lot of stuff. And it's just, like, it's just amazing, y'all. Like, it's just, like, an amazing feeling to, like, be better than you was yesterday, 6 months ago. Like, I feel like a lot of times we beat ourselves up so much. Y'all, I'm over here about to cry. I feel like a lot of times we beat ourselves up so much and we don't even realize, girl, you are better than you was not only yesterday, but the day before that, the month before that, the year before that. I think we miss that so much, keep trying to chase different stuff. And we don't sit back and think, like, when I look at myself now, like, I think this video, the reason why I'm over here, girl, getting a little choked up, because it's like, I'm realizing that now, like, who I was in 2025, I'm not her no more. Like, I'm better. Like, when I say I'm better, like, girl, like, God really carried me. And then it's like who I was 2024, I was battling a lot 2024. Like, I was lost in the sauce, baby. Like I was in relationship. Well, I don't want to put S on it. I was in a relationship where it's like, Lord, if I didn't turn my life around, I would have been, I don't know who I would have been in, what I would have been doing, what I would have had going on. It's just like, it's just so scary and just such a great feeling to know that, like, when you really give your life to God and you really like pray and work towards something and actually, stand for something instead of falling for anything and really like because I feel like a lot of people can't say that they'll walk away from relationships, walk away from friendships, walk away from family, walk away from a lot of stuff and really take that chance, take that leap of faith. Like a lot of people can't say that they'll do that. A lot of people can't say they'll sit in the front of a camera and have the courage to kind of let people in their life, and not even just let people in their life, but just like it's just like, it takes a lot of courage to do a lot of stuff. And it's just kind of like, I'm realizing that now, like, yeah. So some more things that I kind of want to say. When I left my nightlife job, and it's so funny with how God works, because like my goal when I originally wanted to quit my nightlife job, I wanted to leave with so much money stacked up and this and this, and it's like God made sure I had just enough for my bills when I quit my nightlife job. Like and it's just so funny because I know sometimes we may look at stuff and be like, you know, kind of look at it like, you know, in a bad way, but no, you got to look at it in a great way. Like if you really trust me, like he's not just going to allow you to do stuff how you want to do it, when you want to do it. Like I'm not going to allow this girl to save up $5,000-$6,000 and then quit her nightlife job. Like no, like if you really trust me and you claim this is what you want, you're just going to do it. No matter what you have, you're just going to do it. And it's like, I feel like that's how God tested me. And it's like, now he's put me in overflow. And it's like, I think I've been off of my night job. I quit the weekend before 4th of July. So, today is a month. Well, it was like, yeah, a couple days. It was the Saturday before 4th of July. So I already hit a month, but I'm acknowledging the month today, which is the 4th. Today's August 4th. And yeah, so pretty much it's been a month, and it's like God has been carrying me, and it's so much more to come. So I don't want to make this video too long because I feel like now I'm getting more on the emotional side of it, but I just want to let you guys know that I love you guys. I'm so grateful to be back. I love all my new supporters. I love my supporters that's already been on here, and I just want to let y'all know, just allow me to just come back freely. Like I'm still trying to see how I want to come back, because of I'm not the same girl I was before on my YouTube channel, but I'm definitely better, and I'm so excited to share this journey with you guys. I'm so excited to be back on my YouTube channel. I'm just so excited for a lot of things. Like I'm just very, 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 very excited, and I'm just so excited that God has, you know, opened so many doors for me and just allowed me to be having this courage back, this energy back, and I'm just really excited. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, I will be back posting. So I'm going to figure out what my posting schedule is going to be. And then I'm going to figure out what my next video is going to be. But if y'all watching, y'all can always let me know what y'all want to see. So that way I kind of have an idea of what y'all want to see, so I can just get back on here and show y'all. But yes, so I thank y'all so much for watching. I hope I answered everything about this video that pretty much made sense. Again, I didn't want to kind of like drag it out. But I feel like I pretty much told you guys it in a nutshell. Like I pretty much let go and let God, and I really like locked in, and I'm still not even my best person. I'm still not even my best me yet. Like I'm literally in the transition. Like I told y'all, I quit my nightlife job last month, and I'm just in the transition still. Like I'm still in my business. Like I said, we hit a year in October, but even just with our houses, we're 6 months in. So it's like it's just the beginning. So I want you guys to follow the journey with me. So that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be back on the next video.